What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to of On to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great weekend. This computer is being a saddlebag, of course, but wanted to give you some updated news here for the Philadelphia Eagles, of course. It is sicko season, so we look for any kind of news we can possibly get. Now, this is something we kind of already knew was going to happen, but hey, training camp is about to begin. Tuesday, they will arrive. Wednesday, they will have their first practice at 9:30. Nick Sirianni will put on a press conference, and then 10 o'clock, they will practice. I'll be at work, but I will do my best when I get home to relay everything that has gone down, and we'll see all the overreactions and everybody freaking out, of course, but I'm excited about it. Hope you're excited about it. We are live here right now, and I told you I wanted to do a live video, so the Eagles blessed us with some news. We're going to do that. Now, it's about a safety, and literally I'm working on that safety show. We're going through training camp preview, doing a positional breakdown, and the final position, well, it's safety. So I'm working on it. We'll be talking about that later tonight. I'll be dropping that video. It will be recorded, won't be live, but we're going to talk about all these things that, well, one of those things is happening right now. So let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate each and every one of you taking the time here. Anything on your mind, love to hear from you. But yeah, hope you're having a great Sunday. Appreciate you hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, all that stuff. Really can't thank you enough for all of the support. Let's jump right into it. Let's look at Sidney Brown here, starting camp on the PUP list. And this is something we were aware of. And, you know, he can come off this list. He says he's going to be ready for the season. So you have to go on the PUP list before camp starts. It's different from IR, so you have the chance to come back before the season actually begins here. So let's take a look here. Per Jimmy Kemsky here, he will go on that PUP list, and he can come off during camp, like I mentioned, but if he's on it once the season starts, he has to miss at least the first 4 weeks. So that, you know, once the season begins, if he's on the PUP list, he wouldn't count toward the 53. But right now, even with him on the PUP list, he does count toward that 90-man roster. So, look, this is a guy you're going to keep around. A very bright future ahead for Sidney Brown. So, you guys know he was one of my pre-draft fits last year for the Eagles and one of my favorite guys. And last year, thrown into the fire, having to play some nickel, doing some safety. And look, he's got that versatility. We talk about how we want to use him, but a lot of people were really rough on him when we talked about the things he needed to develop and work on. And, you know, as a rookie, he's going to continue to get better. I promise you. And, you know, it's unfortunate that ACL injury at the end of the last year against the Giants there. I think, you know, we're all pretty bummed out, but this kid's a beast. And you're hopeful that, you know, he takes her easy and comes back when ready. But when he is, I'm going to be very excited. So, look, again, this is nothing out of the ordinary. So, don't freak out. Go Birds. Appreciate you tuning in here. Little G, hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Go Birds, you son of a John, my man. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's effing go indeed. I'm ready, man. Training camp is about to begin, and we're 47 days away from the first game, so it's getting closer. I'm telling you, as that countdown goes, it's nuts how it's like, oh, wait, I felt like we just did 99. Now we're here at 47. Month and a half away, dude. Football will be here before you know it. Let's effing go, baby. But look, Sidney Brown, you know, on that PUP list, this is why we talk about an emphasis on the safety position. And tonight, when we go over this position, I will talk about more of my feelings there and, you know, possibly still adding there. As you can see, looking at this depth chart, you know, you got CJ Gardner-Johnson back. Very excited there. And, you know, Reed Blankenship, Tristan McCollum, Mekhi Gardner still here. Added Andre Sam, an undrafted free agent. But with Sidney Brown, you know, banged up, there are some versatile pieces that we had mentioned, you know, Avonte Maddox, you know, guys that have dabbled at safety, and you've got your versatile defensive backs. So maybe a Perry Nickerson. There are guys like Tyler Hall here. So many different pieces could maybe dabble there, get their shot in this Vic Fangio defense. But with Brown banged up, we talked about this, you know, is he actually going to be ready? Because if not, beyond Gardner-Johnson and Blankenship there, it's like, okay, do you really want to trust in McCollum, Garner, and Andre Sam there? So to me, it's still right there. Justin Simmons, you know, you talk about it. If you allow him to, you know, feel the market out, nobody signed him, and they still haven't. maybe then you talk him down because his asking price was way too high. We went back, got CJ Gardner-Johnson instead. And now you see months later, it's like, hey, man, you want to go win a Super Bowl here, play with Vic Fangio. I think it's a perfect fit. So Sidney Brown, a very bright future. I think he is the future of the Eagles and very excited for him. But for this year, I'm still looking for depth. So, getting a guy like Justin Simmons to pair with Gardner-Johnson, and then you have Reed Blankenship, Sidney Brown, and you can dance and move pieces all over the place. I think that would get me very, very excited here. So, yeah, I'm still all about adding that. And I was going to talk about that more later tonight. Again, check the show out. Check out all the positions. They're all out on defense, offense, special teams. The only one missing is this safeties video that I will be putting out later tonight. So hopefully you have been enjoying that series. And I'm at the end of it, as I said, so tomorrow I'm going to try to give you my top battles. Then on Tuesday, I'm going to give you my projected 53-man roster. And then obviously on Wednesday, we'll be talking about training camp. So let's go. I'm excited. I'm ready. Any kind of football is good for me. And I know, you're always going to see people overreacting. Some people pissed off about training. I hate football. It's you see it all. And look, I just want the games to be back as well. But this is just how it goes, man. So it's sicko season. We're getting through it. And we'll get through to the point where when it's almost here, we'll be preseason, all this stuff. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can't wait for that moment. I hope you're all getting excited, having yourself a great weekend. Let's go, Tiffany. Appreciate you taking the time here. And hey, it has been a while. Hopefully you've been checking out all those videos I've been putting out every day here. It's been crazy, going to work every day, coming back, trying to put those together. So hopefully you guys have been checking all of those out. And I understand a lot of you guys are busy. I understand how that goes. Put in like 50 plus hours this week. And we were figuring it out on Saturday at the little fair thing yesterday I was at. On Friday, I lifted over 30,000 pounds. It was over like 15 pounds of stone and dirt. We dug up this basement and I was putting all the buckets on the conveyor belt. And at the end of it, I filled up a 14-foot trailer and then we filled up the dump truck. So it was quite a day, but I still came back and was able to put together some of this stuff. So that's what it's all about in these parts. But if you guys are too busy, or I totally get it, man. Not everybody can make it, but look, I'm a sicko. So I'll always be putting out content for you guys, doing what I can to get you ready for any of these things, whether it's training camp, OTAs, mini camps. You sickos know I'll always be here for you. So whenever you get back, I'll be waiting. So Tiffany, I appreciate you taking the time. And if you go back and check out all of those videos I put out this week, let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys, see how you feel about all of these positions. But safeties will finish it up. And then again, tomorrow I will be back and I'll have the training camp battles. My favorite, I'll list them. Last year, I think I tried to make like a top 10. It turned into like a top 30. There were so many things going on. And this year, there's a lot going on. I'm going to try to maybe simplify it more, just like looking at the cornerbacks as a whole. Like, okay, who's the starter on the outside? Then we'll do that as one. And then the nickel corner, and then we'll do just depth as a whole rather than, 4, 5, 6, we'll talk about who I think, how many I think we keep. And then, of course, the next day I'll give you the projected 53 and show you what I really think we're going to keep there. So hope you have all been trying to stay as sane as possible through this sicko season because, man, even at work, like I'm sitting there just losing my mind. Like, please, Lord, let football begin because I'm nuts, man. You guys know me. I'm a true freak of nature when it comes to the Eagles. And that's why we all get along so well, because I know you guys are sickos too. So, hey, I love it. Love that you guys enjoy this content. And China, let's go. Appreciate you tuning in. I was hoping I'd get to see you, Tiff and Liz, and hoping, that we'd get Drew in here. I know living over in Germany, it's always wild, but we got John in here, E-Money, Little G. We've got ourselves a little party brewing. That's what I'm talking about. I love you, true diehards, you sickos that, now I remember just meeting you guys. Look how time is just flying now. And it's like, I feel like I'm part of your lives, watching you graduate, do big things, and move into different countries. It's so wild to me, creating this and watching it blossom into a real family, and looking forward to talking to you guys and having this time where, we can get excited about the season, even when it's so far away, and it's inching closer and closer. And we're 47 days away, man. That is not long at all. And I mean 47 days from the game, the first game, not anybody else's game, not preseason training. No. The first damn game of the season. So get ready to run through some damn walls, baby. Let's go. But I appreciate you. I mean, that's too funny. But I love to see you guys sharing the love down here. Love to see that you're doing well, tuning in here. It has been quite a long week for me again. And, putting in the actual hours and then putting in the sales stuff. And then on Saturday, I went to this fair thing and, talking to a bunch of hope to be customers and handing out pamphlets and business cards. And it was cool. But then as soon as I did that, I went and mowed lawns right out. And I don't know if you guys were outside yesterday, but oh my God, it was so humid. But I had to do that stuff in the morning and it was just, oh my God. And then I put out that video for you guys yesterday because it was just like, I must get this series done. Like I will not. I can't. Like I literally will like stay up till like 2 a.m. Like wake up at 5. Like just because I'm dedicated to the cause and I need you guys to get through it with me because I know how trying it is in these times. But that's why we have created Sicko Season for you sickos that I try to provide as much as I possibly can to get you ready, get you excited for this team. And this year, I'm sticking to my guns. I feel Super Bowl bound. And I feel, obviously you're going to have people negative go, oh, you got to be healthy. Well, yeah, we know that. And we know we have new coordinators. We got to get everything implemented. We got to figure things out here. Might have some bumpy roads at first, but I do believe this team's got great leadership, a great foundation here. And I do think that we win the Super Bowl here with things coming together the way I see them. And you guys know I don't just throw that out there. I map it out and I mapped out how in free agency, you need to get Bryce Huff. You need to get Saquon Barkley. I try to show you things that I feel we should do to get to that point that I'm talking about. Talked about all the people I thought were top fits for the Eagles. We drafted 7 out of 9 of our picks were those guys that I talked about. So I'm not just, blowing smoke up your ass here. This is how I see it. I try to look at things through Howie Roseman's eyes, through the coaches, the players, everything. I want to see it as a whole. And I know you sickos like that stuff. So just trying to do my best to counteract all the misinformation. Everybody else is out here just making shit up. We're signing everybody. Everybody's being traded. I mean, that's every year, man. So that's why I created this. For those of you who just want something different, who want to come somewhere and be like, oh, well, I'll actually learn something and we can talk about real things. So in the age of misinformation, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but hey, you sickos, that's what this is all about. And look, that's why every day for me is never without the Eagles. I'm always wearing it, talking about it. A true sicko. So look, that's what this place is for. You know what I mean? It's always been this way growing up. Like my family, we always just, oh man, this season we're gonna, and this is way before any kind of social media. I had to be the one reading the paper, looking stuff up when the internet came out. And now you've got phones, everything's crazy. But dude, I'm telling you, I've been a sicko since day one. So now it's like I've paved the way for people because just showing them how I do things, the people I follow as this stuff became, what it is today. But it's just, I love to see it. I want to change the game. I grew up with the media just always being so negative and whiny and never actually understanding what's going on. So I figured, why not somebody, at least somebody has an idea of what's going on here. And I do my best to try to get these media people to stop whining so much and always just with the negative, oh, Sirianni, it's just like, all right, dude. All right, I'm ready for training camp, and that's what I've been getting you guys ready for. So let's go. And I know a damn thing about, hey, well, I appreciate that, dude. And look, that's what this is about. I'm not here to tell you how much I know everything. And people always say, oh, you think you know. And it's like, I'm not here to tell you what I think I know. I just relay what I do know. And there is no one else out there telling you about the cap stuff. No one breaking down the defense like I am. There's nobody doing that. That's why I do it. I'm not trying to be a jerk. And it's always so weird that people get so offended. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to help you. And it's when I like try to say stuff to the media people or teach them how the cap actually works or teach them about, the rookie draft pick cap hits and all this stuff. And there's always like, they've got these fanboys and these people that are just like, oh, you don't know. And it's like, yeah, but I do. And that's why what I say actually happens. And it's really weird to me, but I'm never trying to upset anyone. I'm here for you. Those of you that are like family to me and that want to come in here, that want to enjoy themselves. And dude, we can sit here and agree to disagree about everything. I have no problem with that, but it's the weirdo stuff. And I do believe you sickos know what I'm talking about. You see it out there. It's truly, insane what the media puts out there and some of these fans, what they eat up. And it's like, dude, please, for the love of God. It's insane to me, but I love hearing that kind of stuff, China, because that's what I'm here, teaching, Chelsea and Dom, or like growing up with my mom, like just trying to show them like, this is what, this nobody ever shows them, it's always just people freaking out. And I try to do my best to simplify things and make it easy for everybody to understand. And like, so they're not just watching something like, so again, I don't know everything, but I try to learn. And when I don't know something, I try to learn it for you. And I always tell you, whatever's on your mind, any question, anything, I will do my best. And if I don't know, I will find it out for you. So, hey, that's what's up in Ohio. Let's go. Stay safe out there. And I'm not doing anything today. I do actually have to run some places, but I'm going to do my best to do absolutely nothing, because I've been doing what you're doing right now, and that is visiting, going to every weekend. And I work so much, and then it's like, oh yeah, you have a couple of days off there, yeah, well, let's go to Narnia. And I don't want to go to Narnia. I don't want a lion, a witch, a wardrobe, or anything. I just want some eagles, and I'm here for you sickos. And well, I'm going to be here for my family, and that's going to be my day. So but I hope you enjoy your time with family. I'm not trying to bring it. I need today to just get the safety show done, get ready for the other shows, because work's going to be insane this week. And I'm ready, and I'm ready for training camp. So let's effing go. But you stay safe out there. Let your family know that the Eagles are about to win the Super Bowl. Just enjoy your time, though. And I appreciate you tuning in while you're on your little vacation there. And look, that's what it's all about. So I love to hear that, and glad you guys enjoy it. That's all I'm trying to do, is get people on the straight and narrow. And I just so happen to make some really cool, connections here, and, just putting in the work has really helped out. And, shout out to some of the new guys at work, that have been checking out the channel. They were telling me they were watching some of the interviews and stuff, and they're not even, some of them aren't even Eagles fans, but it's really cool to see, just trying to do my best here. And that's what it's been from day one, beat death here, and just trying. And I always extend my hand, because I mean it. At the end of every show, during the shows, you guys are always asking questions, but it doesn't have to be about football, man. It could be about anything, because I love you, here for you. You guys are always here for me. That's what it's all about, man. So very excited about it. Very, very excited. I don't know, man. If you were watching the beginning of the show, then you would have heard that discussion, and you would have also heard me saying that, Justin Simmons would still be a good addition, because Devontae Maddox, he can dabble there, but that's not somebody you want to just have back there. But said you are the best to do it. Hey, look, I try to do my best. You guys can pump me up and tell whoever you want. I appreciate that stuff. I don't ever like to toot my own horn. I try to tell people to check out the channel, but I just want people to have a place to come where they can talk football. They can talk Eagles. They can talk whatever they want, man. That's what this is all about. And I think, trying to give you that factual information and then talking with it. You guys already saw all of our safeties. The depth chart. You heard me talking about guys that are versatile pieces, that are corners that can play safety. You heard me talk about everything. And you've heard me talk about this for a long time here. So if anybody's forgetting anything, it's because they're not tuning in here. So I do my best to get people to watch. It's on them to actually watch it and take it in. So, look, this is what I always need. This is why I do these videos, and I wish I could do live more, but it's just with the way things are, I'm trying to map it out with, like, I'm able to do some of these things while I'm on break or headed to, somewhere, and I have a couple minutes, whatever it may be. Actually, I'm driving most of the time, so it's hit or miss, but I do these because I want you to get the information as quick as you can. And then during the season, I'm mapping it out where I'm going to do a lot of the same, where you every day get a show where you're getting, the news, where Wednesdays you get the injury report, and Friday, the game status report, who's questionable, out, all that stuff. But like in between those days, you have the top 10 matchups for the game. You have the other team's depth chart. You have behind enemy lines, where we get to know everything about that team. So I want you to know everything, not only about the Eagles, but their opponent each and every week, everything going on around the NFL. That's what this is all about here. So let's go. But that's all I've got for you today, guys. And, if you're watching this later, you have any questions, I'm ready to hear from you, answer any questions I can. But yeah, man, we knew this was going to happen. So an extra corner, no. He counts against the PUP list. You can go back and check the beginning of the video how that works. But yeah, he counts against the 90. But if he's on the PUP list at the beginning of the season, he will not count against the 53. So that's just how that works. But he's worth it to count against that 90 right now. We knew this was happening. So no surprises here, ladies and gentlemen. But if, again, you have any questions, anything, you can feel free to leave them down below. You want to talk about anything else, you got something going on in life, you just need a friend, anything, I'm always here for you. If I ever miss your messages, anything, your comment again, message again. Make sure that I know and I see it, because I will never ignore you guys. I'm always here for you, because you are literally always here for me, no matter when it is. And I can't thank you enough for that. I truly love each and every one of you. I hope you're having yourselves a fantastic weekend. Look out for that show later tonight on the safeties. Be breaking everybody down that we added, lost, all that great stuff. We'll be talking about all of these safeties here. So until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all have yourselves a great rest of your Sunday. Stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now, go Birds!